Phases that black men go
Hey,
through.
what's going on? It's CJ. I'm what they call a Negro. I'm black. I'm black as shit.
Mr. Pope.
Not black in the way you think it means. Black in the way that you're deep enough to know all types of black people. I've been around all types of black folk throughout my time on this rock. The hood black dude, the nerdy black dude, the single mom black dude, the two-parent black dude, one mom, one dad, two moms, two dads, three moms, one dad, two dads, one mom. Alright, that's kind of gross. But you know what I mean. I've been around every single black dude you could think of. And even though we are all kind of different, we're all kind of the same.
What?
Alright, what I mean is,
What are you
even
talking
though we
about,
aren't
man?
a monolith, we kind of are. Does that make sense?
Hell no!
Alright, I've talked to enough black dudes, American black dudes, to know we all kind of live the same
American, specifically black dudes. Crazy.
lives. This probably goes without saying, but obviously
Fitting
not
the
every
niche.
black person went through these phases. But I feel like it's one of
That's
those
key right
things
there.
where the exception proves the rule. Am I using that right? It's like that stereotype where all military people are depressed alcoholics. If you find out you're neither of those, they'll make sure to stomp out that optimism out of you. I was in the Air Force, so they did it more passive aggressively, like Office Space, not like Full Metal Jacket. I call this the ball is life phase because most niggas I knew were trying to play ball. I picked up basketball kind of late.
Okay.
I was 13, but in the hood,
Okay.
when you young and black, the NBA is seen as a viable career. If you a tall nigga, forget it. Being a tall black dude that don't play basketball is like being an Asian that's bad in math. Like, nigga, why are you here? You're useless. We all really thought we were going to make the league, too. I was so confident the NBA was a backup plan because the NBA is always hiring. They have a draft like every year. You be hearing
True.
NBA
That's
players
true, though.
practice in the rain
That's
and
true, though.
shit. It was never that serious. I was at the park one time to shoot around and it started raining. I decided to stay because, you know, no excuses. We all got the same 24 hours and all that bullshit. 5 minutes after, I thought I was stupid as fuck and went home. I got self-conscious at people looking at my goofy ass shooting in the rain. All right, so I'm playing ball. I'm getting better. I was over 6 feet by 14,
like
so
that.
everyone telling me how much potential I had. Got into high school. My school didn't have a JV team, only varsity. It's all good. I got into 11th grade to make it. Man, I got exposed.
Is it, are they good? Varsity 5-5. I mean, junior varsity 5-5. Varsity 5-9. Girls 8-6. That's not bad. That's not bad. It's pretty decent.
It's all good.
It's above
I got into
50%,
11th grade
so-
to make it. Man, I got exposed. I never liked basketball. I only played that shit because people said I was tall and
Y'all
I
ever
wanted to
play
hang out with
sports
my
chat?
friends.
Let me know.
I got good enough to play with my friends.
ever play sports
and I
at
like
all?
watching the NBA, but outside of that, I ain't really give a fuck about basketball. So I was trash. I was only
Honestly,
good at
that was crazy
one-on-one.
work.
And not because I was better than niggas. It's the same reason why it's always a center winning at those 2K simulations. When I finally lost to a kid that was smaller and younger than me, I knew I was washed and I should retire my NBA dreams. I got over it, but when you see a dude born the same year as you the first time get drafted,
That's
it hurts.
real.
Eventually, you kind of got to grow out of that
I think
phase.
I think
you can
the
still
next
play basketball for fun, but
yeah,
your hoop
the
dreams got to
next
die
draft.
eventually. Everyone's
the next
athletic
draft,
career has an
that'd be my
expiration
age,
date. It's
which
just
is
that most people stop at high
crazy,
school
bro.
because most people are mediocre at best.
Only I was like
yeah, you
6
probably
foot
didn't
6.
work hard enough, but you also probably ain't got the genetics and community support and overall luck to do anything with it. You probably were never gonna make it anyways, and that's okay. Next phase all niggas go through is the musician phase. Every
I'm
nigga
there right
wants to
now,
be a
low-key,
rapper
I'm not gonna
or
lie.
a singer if you're trying to get more diversity in your
But it's just
rotation.
for fun,
Yeah,
though.
you
At
might get
least
some
right
snow
now.
bunnies if you rap, but if
Y'all
you
might-
tell
y'all
a
might catch me
non-black,
dropping somewhere in
non-Latino
the
you
stool
rap, they
soon,
gonna
though.
assume you're
I don't
unemployed.
know.
They might fuck you for the novelty, but they don't think you got a future. If you do any type of music, people always assume you're trying to make a career out of it, and I think that's bullshit. I hate that shit. I don't know if it's a black thing, but you can never do this music shit for fun. It's always, oh, so you trying to be a rapper? Anyways, this phase has a longer lifespan than the athlete because you can rap until you die or until you have so much responsibilities and become a boring adult, which is kind of the same thing. Typically in your late 20s to early 30s. And then you pivot to something else. So eventually you realize you can't get any pussy after telling bitches you a SoundCloud rapper and you still live at your mom crib. Social media making you feel bad for being over 25 and still not a millionaire. You see all these niggas flexing on social media with what looks like real money. You're not rapping anymore, but you still got rapper type dreams. You still want clout, you still want money, you want a big booty. You can still live a life like these rappers without rapping. I told this Tory Lanez, bro, and
That's
he
true,
smashed
though.
Megan. Yeah, and he ain't smashed because he was a rapper. He smashed because he got what came with being a rapper. Megan ain't fucked Tory because that nigga was handsome. She probably fucked Party because he handsome. But Tory ain't getting no pussy because of his looks. So you finished Rich Dad, Poor Dad,
Nah, that was
48 Laws of
crazy
Power,
straight.
and other books
I'm not
niggas
gonna
read
lie.
when they just got out of prison. Now you know everything about life. You gonna get rich by telling people how to get rich. Supply and demand. People want to get rich, so you tell them how to get rich, and that's how you gonna get get rich. You're also gonna get into stock trading and Forex, which is definitely not a scam. Gotta diversify your portfolio, whatever that fucking means. You see niggas chilling and having fun, but you pity them because you know they wasting their time. We all got the same 24 hours and they wasting it. Like, yeah, you could go to parties, but only for networking. And you wear a suit, because that's what you do now. You a nigga that wears suits around people that don't wear suits. They gotta know you serious. You try giving them the game, but they ain't listen. So when you make it, you ain't gonna give them shit because they lazy. That's the problem with the black community. You try to give them the tools to succeed, and they waste it on drugs and welfare and crack. Try to help your people, but none of them are accepting the gems you're laying in front of them. So when you make it, you're gonna get out the hood, marry a white woman. Anyways, none of that shit worked out, and snow bunnies only go after niggas with clout or square niggas with a future.
I never
and
see
you check
this
none of
phase.
those boxes. You pretty much gave up on your dreams, and you just trying to survive. Your net worth ain't grow at all during these clout chasing years. Matter of fact, it went down because you maxed out your credit card flexing money you ain't have. Your retail job pays like shit, and you probably have kids. You get nostalgic about all the hope you had when you were younger, and you get jealous of the people younger than you having fun and enjoying their lives. And all their music that they listen to is trash, pushing you into the old head phase. More on that later. Your hairline is starting to recede. That shit is devastating because you ain't getting bitches anyways, and a lot of these hoes don't like bald niggas. You too broke for a transplant, and you don't know shit about finasteride. You all types of fucked up, but you got a couple options. There's going back to school. You ain't got the time or money for that shit. Only way to do this shit is to join the military. You know there's niggas like you in there, but you don't know how long you could deal with white people's bullshit. You could sell weed or other pharmaceutical products, but you're not in the streets or a good networker, so you don't know how you're gonna find a plug. And if you do, you better wear a hat, cause studies show that niggas with receding hairlines look like a cop. You could get into a trade, maybe a barber. Barber seems like the lowest barrier of entry. You know plenty of niggas that cut hair, but the pay might look shaky starting out. Fuck it, that might be a good route. Gotta do something, cause this struggling shit ain't it. Last phase is the old head phase. You probably start off in denial. You be all on social media, but you see 20-somethings pushing 30 acting like they about to die from Ebola, AIDS, or something else that's kind of embarrassing to die from. Since you've been dead for at least 5 years, there is some peace in your life, knowing how it turned out. The receding hairline is turning into a baldy, so to avoid looking like a NBA player in the 70s, you chop it off. Your pay is decent because you stayed long enough at a job, enough for your pay, or you did some other shit. I don't know, I don't talk to old heads like that. You get a girl pregnant and you like her enough to stick around until you die from hypertension or diabetes between the ages of 40 and 84. So those are the nigga phases. Not
That's
gonna
all we
lie,
got, bro.
A lot of these are stereotypes, but I know a lot of people living this life. There's also a lot of black people that don't fill this mold at all. This is just my observation. No research, no studies, no field interviews, just pure, unadulterated talking out my ass. Anyways, thanks for watching.
And that was phases that black men go through. Now, he definitely missed a few phases. For one, you got the phase where you got the low cut as a little kid. You got the, not the baldy, but you got the low shave. And you can't control how your hair is because you're not paying for your cuts, or you don't even have half of the aids required to, you know, say what cuts you want in the barbershop. You just gotta take the baldy and take what you can get, bro. He definitely forgot that phase. I'm not gonna lie, he forgot the game sharing phase where you and your homies don't got enough bread to buy a game, so y'all trying to go half on it. Or if one of y'all get the game, the other one's game share. He forgot plenty phases in the video, bro. And then he forgot the main 3 a.m. stage, bro. Now, every nigga at 3 a.m. in the morning, you know, every meal, late nights, you start thinking to yourself what you're doing with your life. It happens around the hours of the times of 1:30 to like 4:45 a.m. Maybe 5 if you I don't know. But yeah, bro, that's when you start thinking, what am I doing with my life? You gotta change something. You might have a new routine after that. You might have a workout plan. You might have a gym membership, something like that. You might have found you some online, a product you can sell, and started with that. You trying something, or at least thinking you trying with something.